USA.
Sugar. Oh, by the way, how do you like my new watch? Huh? Oh, but you can hear it, can't you? Yeah, it's a pretty little tune, isn't it? It plays every time you open the case. Oh, it's got my initials in it, too. Want to see? Huh? Well, go ahead. Take a look at it. It's an antique, a genuine antique. Mr. Whitney, he gave it to me as a token of his esteem for my devoted loyalty. Yeah, look, see? It's got his initials in it, too. I guess that shows just how close we are, me and the boss. Yeah, you'd be surprised how close we are. You know, some people can't tell the difference between the employer and the employee.
Jonah. I'm sorry. Was I talking in my sleep?
Well, you didn't sound too happy. But that's okay. I don't think this bed is the most comfortable in the world.
I was dreaming about Gunther.
Oh, no wonder you were tossing and turning.
Yeah, I was dreaming about the time that I was in your studio with him and he was bragging about that watch.
I'm glad you got a good look at it. That means you'll recognize it next time you see it.
What time is it anyway?
Well, we'll have to wait till we find the watch. That is, if Sky remembered to wind it.
How can you make jokes at a time like this? Kevin, seriously, aren't you scared?
That's why I make jokes. Anyway, to answer your question, it's a little bit before 10, which means that the household will be going to sleep very soon.
What if they don't? I mean, what if the servants decide to stay up all night and party?
Never. Even though Raven and Sky are out of town, Geraldine Saxon is still here. They'll go to bed early. And a good thing is, they both sleep downstairs.
Mrs. Saxon sleeps upstairs. Maybe she's a light sleeper.
Don't worry, I won't make a sound. I will tiptoe into Raven and Sky's bedroom. It's well carpeted.
I don't know, you make it sound so easy.
It is. I will go straight to the dressing table, and in 5 seconds, I'll have the watch in my hands, and finally, we will know the truth.
Well, at least we know that Jody hasn't left Monticello. That's one good thing about her little invasion of the Whitney house.
But what on earth was she doing there in the first place?
We really don't know. I assume she was not making a little burglary attempt of her own.
Are you kidding? My little Jody a burglar?
Don't worry, Mrs. Goodman. If there is an official police theory, it's that Jody merely went to the Whitney house to borrow some money.
But even that I can't see, Mike. Now, why on earth would she go to Sky Whitney for help, of all people?
Or to Raven, for that matter.
No, I really can't go along with that either, because Sky Whitney made it quite clear how deeply disturbed he was that Gunther Wagner died.
I know it. He made him sound like he was the old family retainer.
He also made it quite clear that he blamed me for Gunther's death.
Oh, come on, Miles. You know that not one person in authority buys that theory, that you deliberately let Gunther die.
I'd really like to meet this Mr. Whitney sometime. I'd give him a piece of my mind. Can you imagine saying such a thing about Dr. Kavanaugh?
Well, now, maybe we ought to,
not discuss this for a little while?
Yes, but unfortunately, there still are a lot of people who believe that accusation. My new secretary, for example.
Oh, yes, that's right. You do have a new secretary, don't you? And a new job, too.
Right.
And we haven't congratulated you. A toast to you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. I just hope Geraldine hasn't made a terrible mistake.
Oh, she hasn't. Now, I'll tell you something. She has lost a very good newscaster by hiring a news director.
Oh, I'll get that.
You know something, Nancy? I was talking with Geraldine about my new job, and she was wondering how you might feel about doing a bit of crossover journalism.
Excuse me, Dr. Kavanaugh. It's for you, the hospital.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Thanks. Dr. Kavanaugh.
This is Nurse Barnett, Doctor. I was assigned to your patient, Miss Avery.
Yes, what's the matter?
Well, she's not the most cooperative patient in the world, or maybe you knew that.
Well, I knew she wasn't too happy about being in the hospital. There's nothing unusual about that.
Well, she's been giving everybody a hard time all day, only now she's picked my shift, and she's really making trouble.
Well, could you be a little bit more explicit?
She wants out, Doctor. She's demanding clothes so she can walk right out the door. She says if I don't give her clothes, she'll go out in her nightgown. Frankly, I think she's going to do it.
All right, why don't you let me talk to her?
Well, look, she won't talk to anybody. Doctor, nurse, you name it.
Well, surely there must be some... All right. I suppose the only way to handle it is to be there in person. Try to calm the troubled waters, huh?
I think it's the only way myself.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Your Hippocratic oath is showing, Miles.
Emergency?
Well, of a very special nature, yes.
Well, we'll stay with Nicole for a while.
Oh, thanks.
Honey, are you sure you have to go over there? It's been so long since we've been able to get together with Mike and Nancy.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. I really am.
What, don't you want your bag?
No, it's more of an emotional emergency than a medical one. You know that new patient of mine, the young woman I was telling you about?
Oh, yes, the actress. Do you know what's wrong with her yet?
Well, no final diagnosis, just a strong indication of something. Something not very nice. So I want to do all I can.
Oh, yes, I understand.
Bye. Bye.
Can you call me? I love you.
You know, for me, the only nightmare worse than this one is that you find the watch and it turns out to be the wrong one.
It won't be. You know, the more I think about it, the more it makes sense.
Does it make sense? I mean, Sky gives Gunther a watch. Why is it so important for him to take it back?
Maybe Sky didn't give it to him. Maybe Gunther swiped it. That would certainly explain why he was sore enough to let the man bleed to death.
Well, the only way we're going to find out is to get the watch.
Now, you sure about where it is? It is on the nightstand in plain sight.
The only reason we didn't see it before was because it's behind Sky's picture. But you can't miss it.
Listen, do you hear that?
What is it?
Here, voices. Oh, poor baby. Oh, my God, it is Sky and Raven. They're home.
It's all right. We're just happy home, and as long as we can continue our second.
With a column due every week, I work when I'm taking easy. And if every little thing doesn't go just right, I can't relax. That's why I like the cleaner, drier kind of protection of Always Maxis. Only Always has the special material called Dry Weave that traps virtually all of the wetness inside the pad, away from me. It's so clean and dry, I know it's working.
Always the only maxi with Dry Weave. Such a cleaner, drier kind of protection, you know it's working.
So I can relax.
Today's subject is chips.
Chips? I love chips. I've got the fever for the flavor of a Pringles.
The fever for
The flavor of a Pringles.
It's the deep fried taste. It's the crispy crunch. That's Pringles crispy and bunch. We've got the fever for the flavor of a Pringles.
It's the deep fried taste.
It's the crispy crunch.
You catch the fever for the flavor of a Pringles.
Right, Days Pringles.
Tommy,
turn on the dishwasher?
Annie, Mom wants you to turn on the dishwasher.
Daddy, turn on the dishwasher, please.
This way.
Passing the buck, that great American pastime. But it can leave dirty dishes that sit by morning.
Ew, gross.
They really need Sunlight dishwasher detergent. Lemon scent Sunlight cuts tough, stuck on food easily. Nothing cleans dishes that sit better.
Awesome.
So if the buck stops with you, try Lemon Sunlight. It really stands up to dishes that sit.
Make a splash, let them know that you know the way to go. Go by canoe, go by canoe.
Make a splash, let 'em know that you know the way to go.
Go by canoe, go by canoe. Do 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 do.
I keep telling myself not to get discouraged, Kelly, but it isn't easy.
But it's the only account that you've lost.
But it was the biggest account Carlo had. And the only one that produced a regular income.
Well, you'll just have to find yourself another one. Okay? Maybe another fashion magazine.
It's not that simple, Kelly. In order to get work, you have to have a representative. Someone who goes out and shows your work to other people.
And the best person to represent yourself when you're beginning is you.
And while I'm out doing that, who's going to be at home taking pictures? Okay, I'm sorry. I am being very negative.
That's natural. You're a photographer.
I don't know if I can ever forgive you for that one.
Try, huh? No, look, I know it's going to be rough for a while. And in fact, you might even be in the minus column. You might run out of money.
I don't have the money to run out of.
Yeah, but, get yourself a loan. Look, you can go down to my friend at Monticello First National and
But
talk
have
to the
you
loan
looked at
office.
interest rates lately? I know. Sorry. I'm being negative again. Let's drop the whole subject of Valerie's career.
It's fine with me because I know everything is going to work out just fine. So does Nancy.
I know she does. She's gonna give me a plug in her paper. She's really been so sweet to me.
She likes you very much. Very much. So does her nephew.
I don't know what I would have done without people like Mike and Nancy and you.
Thanks for saving the best for last.
No, really, Kelly. I would have been so alone without your family.
You're not alone. In fact, I don't think that we're alone right now.
What do you mean?
Remember that guy that's been following you around?
I haven't seen him for days.
Yeah, you said he was wearing an unusual kind of sport jacket. Can you describe it?
Well, it's the only thing I can describe.
Let me describe it for you. It's kind of loud, brown and white check.
Kelly, that's it exactly. It's yours.
Shh, don't look. It's over at the bar right now. And he's paying his check.
Well, good, then he's leaving. Where are you going?
Say hello to your shadow.
No, Kelly, wait, don't.
Excuse me. I talk to you for a moment?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'd like to ask you a question. The question is, I'd like to know why you've been following my friend, Miss Bryson, around.
Look, mister, I don't know you, Miss Bryson. And I'm not following anyone around.
Listen, if you're anxious to meet her, I'd be glad to arrange an introduction.
No, I'm too shy.
Does a mouthwash have to taste medicine-y to kill germs? We talked to a medicine-y mouthwash user.
It doesn't taste so good, but it kills the germs.
What if I told you Scope with T25 kills as many germs as your mouthwash?
I don't think it'll kill germs.
Clinical tests prove it does. Will you try Scope for a week?
Okay, I'll test it for a week. Scope kills the germs and it gives you a fresh breath. Clean, fresh. It's a good feeling. I'm going to switch to Scope.
Antiseptic Scope leaves your breath minty, not medicine-y.
Soon, hundreds of people will be here, eating a huge 6-course meal. Some will get heartburn.
There's nothing packed for heartburn.
He doesn't know the Pepto-Bismol his wife packed for upset stomach and diarrhea is great for heartburn.
Take the Pepto.
Pepto-Bismol. As it coats, it relieves heartburn and most common stomach discomforts. The one that coats is the only one you need.
My heartburn's gone.
Bon voyage.
I'm Charles Schwab. Over 1 million investors who make their own investment decisions trade with us. Here are a few reasons why.
Oh, thanks for the game, John.
Thank you. Hey, and thanks for telling me about that discount broker, Charles Schwab. You were right.
Schwab's commission savings are great, aren't they?
Yeah, but I expected that when I called a discount broker.
I bet you were surprised by Schwab's service.
I sure was. Schwab even executes and confirms my orders before I get off the phone. That's something else.
And they never try to sell you stock. You know, there's no sales pressure.
No sales pressure. Commission savings over 70% and great service. I'm sure glad I called Schwab.
For a free booklet on how you can save up to 76% on brokerage commissions, call 800-445-4400, toll free. That's 800-445-4400. Charles Schwab, a Bank America company. Member SIPC.
No, I didn't put the ad in the paper for my secretary. It was the employment agency that did it.
But it wasn't too difficult to tell who the prospective employer was. The ad read something like, a chance to work in the exciting world of television journalism with prominent newscaster.
Well, that could have been you, Nancy. You did such a good job during Nicole's illness.
That's right, and I'm warning you, if Geraldine Saxon has her way, you're going to be right back in front of the camera.
Oh, no, I don't think so. It was fine helping you out while you were ill, but I don't know as far as a regular thing.
Well, I know how busy you are, but maybe you should consider getting yourself a secretary, too.
Assuming you could find one as good as Nora Fulton.
Right, she is good, Mike. You know, she has absolutely no broadcast experience, but she's bright and she's willing.
And nosy. I know. I'm sorry to say it, but it's true. I don't like to talk behind people's backs, but in this case...
What? Is it that you think that she's too inquisitive?
After all, Nicole is a reporter. Being nosy could be a good quality.
Not in this case, it isn't. She is always looking at everything in this room. I mean, poking around the shelves and picking up scraps of paper.
Mrs. Goodman, there's nothing wrong with that. The books are meant to be looked at, and it's natural for people to pick up scraps of paper.
No, but see, there is nothing casual about it with Nora. I know I shouldn't have said anything. I'm speaking out of turn.
No, I didn't say that.
No, I will just stick with what I'm good at and not be analyzing people anymore.
What was that all about?
I'm afraid it's a case of old-fashioned jealousy. Well, you see, I work here at home a lot, and naturally Nora's here too, and...
And sometimes their duties overlap a bit?
Yes, exactly. And as you know, Mrs. Goodman likes to reign supreme.
Nicole, do you really know this Nora Fulton?
Well, yes, I know her as well as you can know any new employee. No, I'm sure she's going to be just fine. She's a bit tense now, but that's not surprising.
I'm curious to meet her.
Oh, you will, I'm sure. I hope Miles remembers to call. Look, why don't we go inside? It's getting awfully chilly out here.
Okay.
You didn't tell me anything about all this. You gave me no idea how many tests I was going to have to be put through.
Well, I didn't give you an exact count because I didn't know myself. You know us doctors, sometimes we get carried away. One test may inspire another.
Well, that's fine. For guinea pigs. Not for me, thank you. Haven't you noticed lately? I'm a human being.
Scout's honor. They were all human tests.
Well, you'd never know it. Have you seen some of the machinery they have downstairs? Great big giant steel monsters right out of Star Wars. I thought they were going to eat me alive.
Come on, they're really wonderful devices. Fantastic diagnostic tools.
Dr. Kavanaugh, I told you that I was in a play that goes into preview 2 weeks from today. Now, if I don't get back to rehearsal, they'll find somebody else.
I promise you, you give us 1 day more, 2 at the most, and we will turn you loose on an unsuspecting public.
Do you know what I hate the most? Nobody tells me anything. I get poked and prodded and practically devoured by machines, and nobody gives me one word about what they're looking for.
Well, sometimes when people don't talk, it means they don't have anything to say.
And what do you have to say, Doctor? Don't you have anything to say?
Yes, I do. That's why I'm here instead of back home eating Boston cream pie. I came down here especially to ask you, actually to beg you, just to be patient with us. You know, that's where the word comes from, patient.
Well, if nobody else will tell me what they're looking for, maybe you will.
Well, I've already told you it could be 100.
You ordered the diagnostic test. Now, you must know what they will or won't prove. You decided something about me the first 10 minutes that you met me, and I want to know what it is.
I decided that you were much too beautiful a woman to be sick.
That's the most evasive answer I think I've ever heard in my life. It's probably the nicest.
So nice being back in my own bed.
Well, I thought you liked the bed in New York.
Well, I like any bed when you're in it. You hated New York, didn't you?
Well, it was not my most successful business trip, that's for sure.
You're disappointed that you didn't find a dancer.
I don't know. I guess my hopes were too high. I mean, even if I could have found a star, someone I could have used, you just can't superimpose a dancer on a company like that. It takes time.
I guess so.
The only reason I could replace Jody with Martine was because Martine knew Gavin's dances. She knew his style, choreography.
You know, I was really surprised at how talented that kid was.
Well,
But anyway, I
recognition at last.
close to the theater. Oh, I'm so tired.
Okay, baby, I'll let you go to sleep. I'll turn off the lights.
What do you think they were talking about? You think Martine could be sick?
I don't know. I don't know, but maybe we shouldn't be listening.
We had to. We have to find out what time they go to sleep.
Why? Oh, don't you tell me you're thinking of going down in that bedroom while they're there.
We still have to get the watch.
We can't do it now. Not when they're in that room.
If I go quickly and quietly, it'll be fine.
It's impossible to do. We're lucky if we get out of this house in one piece.
It's a risk I've got to take, Jody. Just got to.
This electronic timer will show how fast Chloraseptic can relieve sore throat pain.
My throat's really red, I'm sure, and it has a raw feeling to it.
Will you try Chloraseptic?
Yes.
Now watch the timer.
Oh, it numbs it. It's fantastic. It's like somebody's coated it with a medication.
With doctor-recommended Chloraseptic, relief is just seconds away.
In a small dairy here, they make some of the best cheddar cheese anywhere. Of course, nobody knew that except the folks who lived here. Until...
Hi. I'm from Hickory Farms. I hear you make some pretty good cheese.
Hickory Farms has been to a lot of places to collect unique things for our Christmas gift packs.
Hey, Walt, think we're going to be famous?
Uncle Walt's cheddar and other gifts from Hickory Farms. We've done your Christmas shopping for you.
Taboo by Dana. It all began with an embrace.
Embrace me, my sweet embraceable you. Embrace me, you irreplaceable you. My sweet embraceable you.
Taboo. An embrace that lives forever in a fragrance.
This is the one movie that's leaving all of the others in its tracks.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
Go back to the magic.
It works!
Back to the action.
Whoa, this is heavy.
Back to the past.
It's an absolute dream.
Take it for yourself.
Back to the future. Michael J. Fox. Christopher Lloyd. Steven Spielberg presents Back to the Future, a Robert Zemeckis film. Rated PG, now at select theaters. Check newspapers.
Sounds pretty quiet down there.
Doesn't mean they're asleep. Just quiet.
You heard what Raven said. She was very tired.
Maybe they're reading in bed.
No, Sky turned out the light. I heard him say so.
You know, I thought I was having a nightmare before, but this is ridiculous.
Jody, I swear I will be in and out of that room in 5 seconds. I know exactly where the dressing table is. I have a picture of it in my mind. I will creep across that carpet, get my hands on that watch, if you are exactly right about where it is.
Well, it should be there unless Sky moved it.
There's no reason why it would have. Jody, I won't take any chances, I promise. If the watch is not there, if they're trying to get out of bed, I will split.
I'm scared. I'm really scared.
I'll be back as soon as I can. With the watch.
Raven, honey, I've been looking all over the place. I can't seem to find...
In just a minute, you're going to find out how you can get this terrific alarm clock telephone absolutely free. So stay where you are, then I'll be right back to tell you more.
When you read Time each week, you know more. You understand.
Time flies, and you are there. Time cries, and lets you care. You understand the world we share.
Now Time is offering you more than ever. Order Time right now, and you'll get this terrific alarm clock and push-button telephone in one, free with your paid subscription.
Yes, time brings you closer to living. Time puts events in sharp review. Time brings it all right home to you.
Each week, Time takes you beyond the news to show you how fascinating the world really is. And now you can get Time for almost half off the cover price. Call 1-800-221-6900 and get 30 issues of Time, payable in 4 easy installments of just $7.49 each. Order now, and you'll also get Time's combination alarm clock telephone, absolutely free. This handsome space saver comes complete with snooze bar and automatic redial. Perfect for your desk or bedside. So call 1-800-221-6900 right now.
What have success and money brought to the man that many people call the funniest man in America? The answer may surprise you when I talk to Richard Pryor.
I know success has been helping to be able to afford a good psychiatrist.
The next Dick Cavett Show on the USA Network.
At 1 a.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific, tonight. This is the USA Network.
Be careful, okay? Please be careful.
Raven, honey, I can't seem to find...
Sky! No, wait. There's no need for hysteria. I'm not here to hurt anyone. I'm just here on a friendly visit.
Friendly burglary. Look, he's got your watch.
So he does. Imagine that, the colossal gall. Being here in my house, stealing my jewelry, and you're telling me you're here on a friendly visit? No, wait, just listen to me, friend. Your next visit is going to be the police station.
No, I don't have a weapon.
Go downstairs and get Spencer. I'll keep an eye on this little hood. Open the watch, Wiley. Let me know what time it is. The police are going to want to know exactly what time this crime was committed.
No, please listen to me, Sky.
I don't want to hear anything from you, you little punk.
No, look, there's no need to get excited. I really don't want anything that belongs to you.
Spencer! Spencer, where are you? Get him! Get him!
Slow down, Mr. Wiley. You aren't going anywhere.
In heaven's name, what is going on here? What is it?
It's all right, Geraldine. It's all over now.
I don't understand. What is Gavin Wiley doing here?
Gavin Wiley is our third, and hopefully our last, burglar.
Burglar? Do you mean to say that...
Yes, I caught him in the act.
No, that's not true. I didn't come here to steal anything.
This boy's a fugitive. Have you called the police?
No, I was just going to when you came downstairs, Geraldine. Raven, why don't you do the honors? I'll stand here and keep an eye on our prize catch.
I'm so scared I can hardly talk. What are you doing here anyway? I thought you were Monticello's most wanted criminal. I thought you'd be in South America by now.
Money, Raven. Money. Isn't that why you're here, Wiley? Because you need money to get out of the country? Is that why you're here robbing my house? Well, you're not going to have to worry about money because you're going to be living off the taxpayers from now on, Wiley. Spencer, keep an eye on him. If he moves an eyebrow, shoot him where he stands.
That isn't at all necessary. The boy is unarmed.
Geraldine, the man is a criminal. A fugitive, you said so yourself. You've got your orders, Spencer.
No, Mrs. Saxon is right. I'm unarmed, but you wouldn't do such a thing. I don't think anybody would do such a thing. Shoot somebody in cold blood.
He's
No, I don't think you would do such a thing.
Spencer!
That's enough right there.
Spencer! Spencer, what do you think I'm paying you for, Spencer?
I couldn't do it, Mr. Whitney. It wasn't even self-defense.
He's right, Skylar.
The hell it wasn't!
Hi, Chief. How you doing?
Where you been, Tyler? I've been looking for you. Sit down.
On the carpet again? What did I do this time?
Well, actually, you've done well.
What?
Kills me to say it to you, but you've done very well.
That's music to my ears. A note of approval's a rare thing from you.
You get it when you deserve it. You remember that arrest you made, Charlie Fallon?
A small-brained, big mouth, one of D.D. Bannister's clients?
That's right. Well, we got a conviction on him. He's going to be out of circulation for a time.
Terrific. Chalk one up for law and order.
You do acceptable work. Every now and then when you put your mind to it.
Chief, my mind is always on my business.
Baloney. May I remind you of your recent past? Your preoccupation with Carlo Crown and Martine Duval wasted a lot of valuable time. Time that would have been better spent performing your duties. And now that they've left town, I hope you'll be working 100% on your job. I'd like you to assure me of that.
Well, I may have to hedge on that a little bit now and then.
On what?
Well, I hope you don't expect me to forget about my father's suicide.
No, I don't expect you to forget about that, but I do expect you to perform. You're a one-track guy, Tyler, and sometimes I think that interferes with your police work.
I assume you're talking about the Jefferson Brown connection. Look, Chief, I promise to think about it, well, not all the time.
Well, do me a favor, think about it on your own time. Oh, yes, and I think it's safe to assume that you have bugged Schuyler Whitney enough about this friend of his. I don't think you'll be getting any more information out of Whitney.
Maybe.
Oh, you sure don't let go once you grab a hold of something, do you? What's it going to take to satisfy you on this case? How far do you expect to push it?
Maybe as far as Switzerland.
Oh, I was afraid you were going to say that.
I just may have to take a little excursion to the Alps and find Jefferson Brown's dead body for myself.
Snowshoes and all, huh?
Yeah, and maybe a cake of brandy.
Mallory. What? When? All right, have my car brought around to the side. I'm going out there myself.
What is it?
There's been another break-in. The Whitney mansion. Maybe this time it'll be a break for us. Gavin Wiley.
Do you mind if I go with you? I've become sort of a professional on break-ins at the Whitney mansion.
Sure, come on.
I don't care if you're a real tough customer. I'm going to get you to change toothpastes because of what's in this silver box. It's not because it helps remove plaque. Proper brushing and flossing do that. It's not even because more dentist families have used its cavity-fighting formula than any other toothpaste. You'll change because what's in this silver box does something most toothpaste can't do. Fight ugly tartar. Here's your new toothpaste. Tartar Control Crest. Look. Tartar gets so hard, it takes your dentist or hygienist and one of these to scrape it off. But you can help keep tartar from coming back between dental visits with Tartar Control Crest. You see, it's really an easy decision. If you have tartar, here's your new toothpaste. Tartar Control Crest.
We showed a loyal Medicine-y mouthwash user what she looks like after tasting her mouthwash. What does that taste tell you about your breath?
My breath smells like medicine, but it kills the germs.
What if I told you Scope with T25 is a powerful antiseptic mouthwash?
You'd have to prove it to me.
Clinical tests prove it. Watch. Germs in your mouth. Your Medicine-y mouthwash here. Scope with T25 here. See, Minty Scope kills just as many germs as your mouthwash. Will you try Scope for a week?
Okay, I'll try it. Just for you. Scope kills the germs, leaves my breath smelling clean and fresh, and so I will use Scope.
Antiseptic Scope leaves your breath minty, not medicine-y.
Taboo by Dana. It all began with an embrace.
Embrace me, my sweet embraceable you. Taboo. Embrace me, you irreplaceable you. Taboo. My sweet embrace.
Taboo. An embrace that lives forever in a fragrance.
Taboo.
Yes, who is it?
Nelson Moving and Trucking Service.
Brought over a few dollies.
Well, hello, dollies. What are you dressed up for anyway, Halloween?
Yeah, I'm disguised as Cliff Nelson, president of the Nelson Moving and Trucking Service. I understand you was in need of my services lately,
More than you know, but you're late.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I couldn't find my overalls.
Very, fetching. Look, why don't you start with those boxes over there? Just cover up the tops and they're ready to go.
Right.
I think you're wonderful to help me like this.
Hey, lady, happy to be of service, John. This may be the beginning of a whole new career for me. I might have missed my calling.
Well, it would be a great loss to the legal profession.
Yeah, but think of the gain to the moving profession. So I helped Mitzi move into that apartment. Now I'm helping you move into that apartment. My chiropractor is thrilled.
It's really kind of you to go to all this trouble, Cliff. But you didn't have to. Julius said he'd help me in the morning.
Oh, yes, Julius. Bet you he has a pair of three-piece overalls. Wow, you're in a great mood. Anything the matter?
No, nothing.
You're not having second thoughts about moving in with Mitzi, are you?
No, as a matter of fact, I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to get out of this place and get settled.
Tell me, does Julius approve of you moving in with Mitzi?
Yeah.
You've spent a lot of time with Julius lately, haven't you?
Yes?
Well, do you like him?
Yes, I do. Don't you?
Oh, yeah, sure, yes. For a corporate lawyer.
Cliff, you make that sound like it's an insult.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it that way. Hey, help!
Oh.
Hey! I didn't mean to be derogatory towards Julius. It's just that, well, frankly, I don't like the idea that he's trying to talk you into giving up your criminal practice.
Hey, you don't have to worry about that. Because if he does try, he won't succeed. You, above all people, should know how I feel about that.
Right. Made it very clear what your feelings are towards the criminal practice. The real question is, what are your feelings towards Julius?
I just told you. I like him.
A lot?
Cliff, please.
No, the real question is, do you like him as much as you like Calvin?
In a different way, yes.
How different way?
Look, Cliff. Calvin and I are friends. Good friends. But we're just friends. And that's all I can ever be to a married man. Now, I hope you understand that, because that's the last I want to hear about it.
Yeah, I think I understand that perfectly. You know, sometimes I often wondered about that marriage.
Oh, Cliff, please.
No, really, really. I mean, Star and Calvin were a perfect couple in the beginning, but I don't think Star knew what she was getting into. I mean, being married to a cop is tough. I mean, there's the long hours, but there's also the fear. Every time you hear a siren, you think, is he gonna be coming home? Is he okay? That's hard. Makes the love wear thin. That's why I think she went on the singing tour, really. She just wanted to give the marriage a little space to grow in. And Calvin certainly isn't happy about being alone.
Well, there's a remedy for that on its way.
Oh, yeah? What?
Star is coming home.
Why? Where'd you hear this?
I happened to be at police headquarters when she called to tell her husband.
Well, how do you feel about that?
Fine. I'm really happy for him.
Oh, doesn't bother you in a bit? You're not upset at all?
No.
Yeah?
Why should I be?
How come you just taped up an empty box?
It's been too long.
Oh, too damn long.
Oh, baby. Well, did you miss me?
You know I did, pretty lady.
Oh.
You know I did.
If you're like most women, it would take a lot to convince you that one maxi pad is different from another. But this material will convince you. They call it dry weave, and it's the patented covering on Always maxi pads. Look, it's designed to give us a cleaner, drier kind of protection that simply didn't exist before. You're going to wish dry weave had come along a lot sooner.
Always. Maxis, thin maxis, minis, and panty liners. The touch of protection no other maxi has.
If you believe in romance, then you dream of a second chance at love. Love as warm as the sun-drenched sea. Love as poignant as a yellow rose. Read A Second Chance at Love, and your heart soars on the wings of a butterfly. Your spirits sparkle with excitement. If you believe in romance, you believe in A Second Chance at Love. 6 breathtaking romances every month from Second Chance at Love.
It's a good day for something warm.
Any ideas?
How about some TCBY frozen yogurt?
Frozen? Doesn't sound so warm.
Oh, but it is. Winter warmers from TCBY. The hot Belgian waffle with French vanilla yogurt. The freshly made hot apple pecan crepe. The delicious hot apple delight. The hot fudge sundae.
I see what you mean.
Right. All the pleasure.
None of the guilt.
You'll say TCBY is the country's best yogurt. And it is.
Hello, I'm the Singing Machine, and I can make you sound like a star. It's easy. Choose your favorite song from my orchestra's library of over 1,000 hits recorded on stereo cartridges. Adjust my echo, pitch, and volume controls to mix your voice with the music. Pop in a cassette to record your performance. Pick up my microphone and discover that singing has never been more fun. Just look at some of the people I've turned into singing stars. Whoops, gotta go on now.
Songmasters, Mall of Memphis, and Songmasters, Graceland Recording Studio.
Let me get you out of this. Hey, looks like you lost a little weight there, baby.
It looks like you've gained some.
Well, I haven't been getting my usual exercise.
Looks to me like it's too many French fries. The place looks great.
Well, I tried.
Come on, let's sit down. I'm exhausted.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. You know how my housekeeping goes.
Calvin.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it later. Just relax, sit back. Give me these feet here. Sit up there and get you nice and comfortable here. There you go. How's that?
Oh, good.
So what happened? You had a fire in the club you were playing in?
You wouldn't believe it's the club I was supposed to play. I just started the act. I was about halfway through the second number when a fire started in the kitchen. Smoke detectors went off, fortunately, and warned everybody in time. The place was empty in about 3 minutes flat. Thank goodness nobody was hurt. First, Calvin, I thought it was my voice that was driving them out, you know, packed house and everything.
Now, come on. I heard you were packing them in every stop on the tour.
Oh, it's been great. I've enjoyed every minute of it. It's funny. All these years I've tried to make it, and this tour is just turning my whole career around.
Your whole life, you could say.
Yeah, I know. You know, it's been wonderful, but I only regret one thing.
Yeah? What's that?
I hate the separation from you. The lack of a home life and the loneliness and maybe living out of half-emptied suitcases all the time. But it's almost over.
Yeah? What do you mean by that?
Well, I've proven to myself what I wanted to prove, and now, Mr. Calvin Richard Stoner, this is my last gig. When I go back and finish this engagement, I'll be home for good.
Now, Chrissy, Chief Mallory is not going to march you off to the guillotine. He simply wants some information. So please try to stop sniffling and simply tell him exactly what happened.
It just seems like every time I turn around in this house, I'm talking to a different policeman.
Yeah, I'm sure it seems that way, dear, but do try again.
Just try to calm down, Chrissy. We need some information from you, that's all.
Well, this afternoon, this girl came to the house, the same one on the front page of the newspaper.
Jody Travis, right?
Yes, and I recognized her, and then I called you, but she got away before I could stop her.
All right, you did the right thing to call us, Chrissy. So, Devin Wiley and Jody Travis were both here, and you let them both get away, huh?
I let them get away.
I'm afraid it was my fault, Chief Mallory. Everything happened so fast.
Yes, that's right. It was his fault. He had Wiley stopped here in his tracks with a gun on him, and he let him get away. You know, Spencer, I'm going to want to have a little talk with you later on about your actions tonight, or rather your lack of actions.
That's utter nonsense. If there's any fault here, then the fault is mine. I was the one who stopped Spencer from pulling that trigger. I certainly didn't want to see that pathetic young man shot right here. And quite frankly, if I had it to do again, I would do exactly the same thing.
That pathetic young man is a cold-blooded killer.
There's no proof of that yet, Mrs. Whitney. Look, we'd like to catch Gavin Wiley as much as you, preferably alive.
Now, this is all very strange. I mean, what's the reason for this episode? Why did these kids take such a desperate chance, and why did they come here?
Isn't it obvious? They were wanted criminals and they needed money. So they thought that this house would be an easy target, which it certainly has been lately. And I am sick and tired of being robbed, and I'm sick and tired of being victimized, and I'm sick and tired of Jody Travis and Gavin Wiley. And I need a drink.
Yes, I think that would be a good idea. I think we could all do with a drink.
Well, I'll make some hot cocoa. My mother says that's very good for you when you're tired.
Well, in my view, the only thing that's good for you when you're tired is your own bed. So, if there's nothing more, Chief Mallory?
There's nothing more now, Mrs. Saxon. Thank you.
Then good night to all of you.
Mrs. Saxon.
Good night.
Good night.
Why don't you let me deal with the police, honey? You look a little tired. Why don't you go up to bed?
What do you mean by that? Do I look awful? Oh, God, I must look awful. Do you think I look awful?
Hey, help, Chrissy?
Spencer, there's something very strange here. I don't understand it.
What's that?
Well, there was a plate of cold chicken and some other food on the shelf, but they're gone. It's empty.
Anything else missing?
No, I don't think so.
Does this function?
No, I don't think it works. We never use it.
Works all right. I wonder where it goes.
This electronic timer will show how fast Chloraseptic can relieve sore throat pain.
My throat's really red, I'm sure, and it has a raw feeling to it.
Will you try Chloraseptic?
Yes.
Now watch the timer.
Oh, it numbs it. It's fantastic. It's like somebody's coated it with a medication.
With doctor-recommended Chloraseptic, relief is just seconds away.
Sally, did I
Some
tell
of the
you
most
I did not
extraordinary
wear
hand-dipped chocolates in the world come from one of the least likely places of all.
Hi,
We know. We've been there.
I'm from Hickory Farms. Boy, those sure look good.
Well, would you like to try one?
Hickory Farms has been to a lot of places to collect unique gifts for Christmas.
I can't be in Fort Worth. This has got to be heaven.
Sweet Elegance chocolates and other gifts from Hickory Farms. We've done your Christmas shopping for you.
Once again, you put off making your Christmas gift list. Lucky for you, Sears still has lots of ideas, like this Craftsman toolbox, just $16.88. Save on all Sears bicycles, price low as $69.99. And save on all DP gym pack systems from $199.99. There now, wasn't that easy?
There's more for your life.
Merry 100th Christmas.
At Sears. Make a splash. Let them know that you know the way to go. Go by canoe, go by canoe. Make a splash. Let them know that you know the way to go. Go by canoe, go by canoe. Do 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 do.
question, if I may, then I'll go.
Good.
What made you come back from New York to Monticello so soon?
Because, Chief, it became obvious that I was not going to find a replacement for Martine Duval in one day. In fact, it looks like I'm going to have to close my theater down for a while.
And I'm very happy with your decision. At least now we can spend some time together.
Okay. I guess that's it then. Unless you have something else, Tyler.
No, I don't have any questions.
Here's the hot cocoa, Mrs. Whitney. Would you like me to serve it?
No, I'm sorry, but we can't really stay.
Mr. Whitney, I found this young lady in the attic.
And that's the end of that. And, the beginning of other things.
Baby, you're gonna have to forgive me, but I'm completely worn out. All the excitement about the fire last night, I got almost no sleep.
Well, if it's a good night's sleep that you think you need. Why don't you run along to bed? I'll clean up and join you in a minute.
Calvin, so good to be home. Don't be long.
Before you say anything, I'm giving you a choice. You can either put on the handcuffs and arrest me, or you can help me.
Here comes Solid Gold. Solid Gold Party Rock. 52 certified #1 original hits by the stars who made them great.
Hot town, summer in the city. Everybody's doing a brand new dance now. I get around, yeah, get around, run, run, I get around. I love him, and where he goes, I follow. Now I'm a believer. Johnny Angel, here he comes. Come on, boy, see your fun. Keep away from a runaround Sue. He's so fine. Do-lang, do-lang. Oh, what do
You get the who's who of American rock and roll.
Sugar, sugar.
52 original hits by the original stars on 5 LPs, 5 8-tracks, or 5 cassettes. Your choice, only $19.95.
On Blueberry Hill. This diamond ring doesn't shine for me anymore. Kansas City, here I come. Give me a ticket for an aeroplane.